Hello everyone again. Today now we're going to learn about how to use Google Drive to make file sharing super easy and using that share button. So I'm going to go into a file in my drive if you remember. So let me grab this file in here in the learning targets, and this is a Word document. I want to make sure I have a Google Doc, and we're going to grab this learning target self-assessment. I'm waiting for it to load. It's taking a minute. And I need to share this with someone. So I'm the person that owns it, and I'm going to click on this and share this with someone. And there's a couple of different options that you can do right now. So inside of Murray City School District, you could type in the name of a person and share that with them. So if I just go ahead and type in M. Hamilton, that'll pull up anybody inside of our directory. And I'm going to click on that, and then you can change the permissions. Now this one's kind of tricky because I can edit it. Usually it defaults to that person can view. So I'm going to switch this up, and I'm going to send this to somebody. I'm going to send it to Mrs. Smith, and I'm going to give her editing rights, or I can let her comment, or I can just say, nope, she can only view these files. And she'll get an email saying, hey, I've given you access to this document, and I can send a note and say, will you self-assess on this document? Now, anybody who gets this link to this document will also be adding to it. She's not going to be able to edit anything, so we need to change her editing rights. So if I hit send, Mrs. Smith is going to get this document, and she's going to be able to edit on it, and she's going to get an email that has this message on it. Okay, now I'm going to delete that. There's other ways that you can share this document. You could also just click on this Get Shareable link. It opens up a new window. So right now the link is copied to the clipboard. You could go right on over to your email and open up a new email and just paste it in there and say, send an email to somebody and say, hey, here's this Google Doc, da 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 da. But that's kind of clunky. That's a really long email address, and that doesn't look very professional. So let's go back up in here and let's change these permissions. So if you go here, anyone at Murray City School District that gets this link can only view it, or they can comment, or they can edit. You're going to need to change those permissions. And anytime you change that, if it's already copied, if you've already gotten that shareable link, if you change that to edit, you have to change and copy your link to update that link. There's another option here, and if you go to advanced, that pops up yet another new window, okay? And if you need to change this, and now you can say anybody with the link, people don't have to have a sign-in required. So if you wanted to share a document outside of Murray City School District, you don't want to have people mess around with having to worry about their login, making sure that they have a sign-in or anything like that, you can change that. Or you can say anybody at Murray City School District can find and access this document, or anybody with the link inside of Murray City School District with the link can access it. And again, you'll have to decide what kind of permissions that they have. So there's a whole lot of ways that you can share those documents. You can send emails. Again, you can enter somebody's email and change their permissions there. And then you can send a copy to yourself to remind yourself that you've sent those people an invitation. Send that there. You can also decide whether you want them to, if I shared that with Mrs. Smith, if I will let her add new people as well. So there's lots that you can do with sharing, but those are some different ways that you can do it. The simplest way, again, is just to click share, and you can type in their email address, and then just make sure that if you want them to type on the document, to collaborate or comment on it, you're going to have to change their permissions. And then clicking the shareable link also copies that link that you can plop right into an email.